Did the music just stop, or is that me? Well, we're in for a little bit of a surprise today because live from the ski slopes of Central Texas, we're starting early. Hope you're all doing well. It is nice and chilly outside. The heater is on. For the first time in, oh my goodness, 10 months maybe? Somewhere around there? So it feels great. It's nice and cool outside, and it's nice and warm in here because we're heating up with the grand piano. I want to get through 17 and 18 today. Let's see if we can do that. And do that quite quickly so that we can leave 19, 20, 21 for Friday, when I definitely have time to do all this. Work ended early. I just got off of Great British Bake Off, which, if you're not a member of the Tartan Moose Discord, I highly encourage you to be. So much fun. Alright, where are we? That's right. We're here. Hello, back at it again. Back at it again and in style. We got to the part of the build where the keys now move spookily on their own when I connect to the Bluetooth. The one and only Bluetooth. So with that being said, there are a couple of things that it wants us to build here on 17, and then we build the top flap, I think, in the next two bags, and then we're done. So we're getting really close here. We need to build 17 of these little hammers. So that's going to be interesting. Why don't we go ahead and get started? And in order to get started, we're going to bring back some old friends of ours. That's right, you know them, you'll love them. It's our lovely crew, the Tupperware, featuring our good friend, once again, the Egg Carton. And since we're going to be building 17 of these pieces right here, might as well just go ahead and try to get all... How many does it want us to get? Oh my goodness, that's a lot of pieces. So, let me go ahead and just grab all these out here. See if we can't build all 17 of them at once. Tune that down just slightly. There we go. Hopefully you all are doing well. It is Wednesday. Had a fruitful, very productive Wednesday, actually. This is the first time in a while that I was able to go and walk outside in the middle of the day and take a long walk. Honestly, slightly weird experience. Haven't been able to do that in months. Midday walk? Please, when it's 105 outside, no thank you. But now I think we're on track. Fall has definitely arrived here. And we are happy about that. So let's see. What else do we have coming up? Next week, I definitely have decided that we will do a chill, just relaxed puzzle game. A puzzle stream or two for next week. See how we do with that. You know, nothing high stakes. There may be some confusion involved. We may be liable for some frustration, some inspiration, other ION words. But we'll have a fun time. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3. We need essentially doubles of those, so we'll move these over here just for the moment. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Get a little bit more of those. Admittedly, I think I mentioned this, that I went on a little bit of a shopping spree on Steam. It's just like okay, I'll update my library, and bought a whole bunch of games. So there was now a lot in my library. But there was a game that I got latched onto, which is a city tile builder, which I may show off at one point. I think it's Dorfromantik. It's from a German company, so if anyone speaks German out there, answers on a postcard as to how I should actually pronounce that. But it's just this cute little like city building game, except you use tiles, and it's almost like it's a bit of a puzzle because each tile has, for example, they're all hexagons, and so each of the different sides of the hexagon represents a different kind of tile. So like a plain tile, a city tile, a farming tile. You get more points for matching up like tiles with like, and make better connections through those. So it's like already an interesting concept to me. There's no like quote unquote win condition, I guess, because they're in the base game. You can go on for however long as you keep racking up points and winning. You start with like 100 tiles, and it replenishes based off of, hey, here you've done all these great combinations. It's almost like it's awarding you for good feng shui. There's a sandbox version where you don't have to worry about racking up and accumulating points. So it's all, you know, it's an interesting time. But, you know, there's river tiles, there's train tiles, there's ocean and there's ocean tiles, there's all sorts of other interesting things. Forest tiles. And then there's special conditions like, you know, put exactly 50 farms next to each other, or put 50 houses next to each other, or, you know, plant a forest that has at least 280 trees, all connected. Fascinating concept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I decided to play that for an hour or two, and I lost track of time. So that's how I knew that I was hooked. We may play that on stream once. Or not. Doesn't matter. But let's build these little hammers right here. This round has very satisfying snapping sounds. Doing this as close to my mic as I possibly can for everybody. Something I have not done in a while, given the cold weather. I actually made myself a hot chocolate. And that was delicious. Hey James, how you doing? We're just doing a little bit of this before time. So we'll hoping to make a little bit of progress. And I think I think we'll get there. We'll leave ourselves in a good spot for Friday. Hey, Elliot, how's it going? I'm just going to show you what we're working on right now. We've gotten up to right here on the piano. I will show you what that looks like. Oh, these are not the keys. These are the little hammers that go right here. I will show you how big this piano is in a moment. Let me finish these right here, because I need to attach them on. And I will show you what a monster this piano is. Yeah, this is 3,662. But don't worry, I will get there in just a couple of minutes. I will show you how massive this piano turned out to be. It is far and above. There's a little bit of chunky book left. I mean, we're on step 694, and there are, let's see. Okay, we don't need that. 840 steps total. So we are like really, really close. There's a little bit of the book left, so you know, we're on page. Actually, we just have a little under 100 pages left out of this book of, you know, 500-600 pages. Yeah, 3/4 of the way there. But I will show you the piano because it already took shape. The rest of what's left is the top that goes onto this, on top of the piano, whatever it's called, the top board, whatever. Saucefire with the posture check. Oh no, I was in fact hunched over just a little bit, so thank you, Sauce. You got me there when I least expected it. And then, Elliot, just for you, once I get this done, I will show you what it's like when the Bluetooth connection is activated, because the keys move all on their own, and it is admittedly a little creepy. I mean, it's cool, but a little creepy. Yep, it has Bluetooth. I'll take you through that. When I saw that, I was very impressed. There was one thing I wish that it had, but I understand why LEGO didn't include it. I wish it had its own little speaker inside, so that the piano could actually play the music. The music is played through your phone, off a phone app, but the internal mechanics all move in time with the music, which is very, very cool. But I understand why they couldn't put all the sound inside, because there just wasn't enough room. They would have to build it much, much higher. Yeah, it's slightly less impressive, but it's still really cool. The keys still move at the pace of the song, which is impressive. It's like it doesn't do everything that I want it to do, but it does more than I asked for. Hey, Sauce, how's it going? It is like a little ghost piano. Just let me assemble these hammers. We're actually getting pretty close on these. Hey, Sauce. We missed you at Bake Off. I don't know if you were there. We didn't see you in the chat. Hey, Rex, how's it going? All right, Elliot, are you prepared for this? Because I just need to attach this one little piece, and then I'm gonna bring out the chunker. Good, I'm glad to hear it goes, Rex. Let's see. Okay. So to install these few little bitty bits in the middle. Eh? 17 is just such a precise number. So, for example, it doesn't have all the keys of a full keyboard, which is understandable because it would be really hard. They would have to be thinner than a 1 by 4, for example. But it's still very impressive. Did I get... Oh, one more. There we go. This one's an extra. It goes in the extra part box. Great. All right. All right, Elliot. Be prepared. So, I'm going to move my... I had to move my keyboard up for this. So, just to give you a frame of reference, Elliot, this... this mat that I'm working on, this is an 18-inch by 12-inch mat. So it's a foot by a foot and a half. And here is the piano. It is hard to see because actually, you know what? I wonder if I can do this. Hold on. Okay. Let me move it up one space. There we go. This thing is massive, like I said. This thing is... It is at least a foot wide and about, if I measure this, like 14, 15 inches across. And this is a good like 8 inches tall, so it's like a third of the way up to the camera right here. This thing is, as I said, it is chunky. It is a chunker of a Lego set. There's the keys for the front of the keyboard. And the reason why it's so chunky here, let me see if I can move this and set it down. If I slide it, you see how it has these legs on the bottom as well. It sits very tall. Yeah, baby keyboard. It has pedals. They go all out on this. It is so good. The pedals here, actually one of the pedals does work. I just don't know what it does right now. I don't think I've connected it all the way through. I can push it and it moves something inside. I just don't know what it is. Yeah, 30 centimeters by 46 centimeters. Gosh, James, I wish this was a tax write-off. Okay, so... Elliot, to give you a little bit more... Uh-oh. See? It's so big I broke off one of the legs. Oh boy. That's fine. It's fine. All we have to do is put it back on. Actually, this thing is very well constructed. It's just I keep bumping it. Okay, there we go. And a lot of this is very, very clever, what they did through here. Okay, yeah, that's good. Let's see. Okay. Now if I can just get this gentleman down here. Whoop! Broke it in a different way. That's fine. It's fine. Actually, I did have a lot of trouble putting these legs on, and they've been very... they've resisted me bumping into them at different hours of the day. You know, Sauce, I'm glad you asked that, because it is entirely possible I'm building a full-size piano. Oh, Elliot. It's a Lego set. I've spent so much effort on this, I have to show someone for my own sanity. So, right here in this, on the, what I guess you call the right-hand side, there's a little bitty hatch, and inside the hatch, it's going to be a little hard to see, but you see there is a box right here. This activates the Bluetooth. So I'm going to show you what that looks like with my phone. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to get my phone from being charged in. Oh yeah. I'm going to go get my phone. Rex is in charge for the next, like, minute. Give me 1 second. Alas, Rex, not doomed for long, because I am back. Alright, so, I'm going to take you through this, Elliot. Hey, there's my face. In the reflection of my phone. There's me looking at Twitter. Let's see. So there's a Lego app called Powered Up. It's a little hard to see because it's high reflective. So there's a Lego Ideas piano right here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this button to activate the Bluetooth. That's okay. I also have a index finger control, whatever it is. What is it called? Fingerprint. So I'll just change that. Okay. So Elliot, now that I have this fully loaded, I'm gonna just pause the music really quickly. I'm just gonna take you through so you can see how the Bluetooth is lit back in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to one of these things right here. Why don't we do the Moonlight Sonata? That's a fun one. Or we could do the Entertainer. Let's see. You know what? I don't know whose birthday it is. We're just going to wish someone happy birthday. Oh, you know what? No, you're right. Moonlight Sonata. I'm going to go back to Moonlight Sonata. There. I actually don't know which act it is. It just says Moonlight Sonata Beethoven. So, it plays through my phone, but it plays at that speed that's going on my phone inside the piano. So, without further ado, turn this up. This is so cool. Medieval kings would wage war over this. At least 30 James are required. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that. Because it goes on. There's like 20 or 30 preloaded songs, so I don't know what the play button does. I may figure that out later. And then all I have to do is just swipe the Bluetooth off, and then it turns off over here. Yeah, I mean, in the running battle between ghosts and spiders, I kind of agree with you, Elliot. I would prefer if this was powered by ghosts rather than spiders. I would really like... I will try to figure that out on Friday. I think that'd be very interesting. Okay. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're just attaching the tops of these hammers right here. Or whatever these are. I guess they're whatever muffles the sound when the hammer hits the string. Someone who knows the internal workings of a piano. Tell me what it is. Answers on a postcard. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. I was like, there it is. The thorax of the piano. You can't fool me, James. Okay. Alright. That looks nice. So what we're going to do, the next step, there's a piece we have to build that lays across here. I am going to whoop. Okay, Rex, I have no idea why. I have no idea why, Rex, it just flagged the word pedal. What a weird thing to flag, and what a weird thing for Twitch to tell me is sexually explicit. We're not going to have many discussions about that, but that was weird that it told me that the word pedal was, Oh, it's an insult in French. Okay. I clearly am out of favor with my French. The second one, Sauce. The one that I just had to, the one that just got flagged. Yeah, I know, right? Because clearly in English, maybe they are sensitive of their French viewers, in which case, laissez les bon temps rouler. I think that's how they say it in the Cajun version of French. Nope, Tabernacle did not trigger anything. You know what? It's these new fancy words that Gen Z, that the Zoomers are coming up with. I'm not up to date on my. I'm not one of those cool kids up to date on the latest lingo. This is Quebecois erasure. Oh, I bet these are swears. See if Sauce is doing it. These have to be swears in one form or another. See, a very devout person, like, would report Sauce. Since I know Sauce does not have a malicious bone in his body, I'll just be like, I didn't hear anything. Of course, he could just be asking something like, I'd like to order a pizza, and I wouldn't know the difference between that and a Quebecois swear word. Or a swear term. There we go. That looks right. Yep, that looks right. Oh. Oh, that's the reason why? That particular... The word that just got flagged. Oh, that's interesting. Why do we always come up with more insults to... or newer insults to people who already live a rough time? Like, didn't we already have enough swear terms and derogatory terms to refer to someone before the present? I'm just... This is me just asking questions of our youth, of society. Like... you know, I shouldn't be surprised, but I always am. Okay. This has to go onto the piano somehow. Okay. There's a button thingy. Where is the button thingy? Ah. Is it the first button or the second? It's the second. Okay. Ah, this is going to be what holds up the top flap of the piano. Okay. Alright, so we've attached this off to the side. Let's see. Aha! Man, I learn something new every day, and sometimes the things that I learn are not fun. Like what I just learned right now. That made me sad. I mean, I'm glad that I know, but I'm also now sad. Like, it does technically fulfill my requirement to learn at least one new fact a day. That was a fact that... I was not aware of. Well... No, it's fine, Elliot. Hey, look, not all facts are fun. And that is it, and that is quite literally a fact of life. So don't feel bad, Elliot. Don't feel mad. Don't get mad, get even. Let's see. This lovely contraption right here. Very curious as to how it wants me to do this. Does it want me to double layer? No, it does not want me to double layer. It just wants me to do like so. Okay. I can work with that. Okay, Sauce, I'm gonna try and see if I remember my French. So, one of the funny ones I remember, to be embarrasser, or embarrasser, is actually to be pregnant, right? Okay, So I know that... Okay. The cat... It's like the cat eats the pizza. Le chat mange la pizza. Ah! There we go. Perfect. I'm glad I remembered that. Let's see, Elliot. Maybe I can remember how to say this. Joe, un bon professeur in mon école secondaire. I think that's how it is. I had a good French teacher in high school. Hey, Holly, how you doing? What up, fellow nerd? I just learned some distressing facts about the world, but that's okay. Ah, good. Do I get... good, I get points. I need to pick up French again before I go to France. It's just one of those common courtesies that I like to do. It's like, I like to learn the language, just a little bit of the language, before I go to a foreign country. I will say, though, unfortunately, India was impossible because every time I tried to practice, everyone would speak English to me. And I was like, so I couldn't really pick up Hindi. My Italian didn't turn to be too bad, though. I liked French and Italian more than I did Spanish, which is funny, seeing that I live in a Spanish-speaking state. I resisted Spanish. Oh, first night back at work for this block? Okay. Oh, well, I'm glad you're having a quiet evening, Holly. Yeah, I really do think that it depends on your teacher, because my first French teacher believed in immersion, and so like on Fridays he would come in and he would just speak straight French, and that was actually really helpful. Everyone was suddenly really interested in learning the language. So like we have no idea what the friggity frap he is saying. And we felt so accomplished when someone would like guess from context or translate, and you know, we'd be able to remember certain words. That helped me a lot. Say Her Spanish teacher believed in immersion. He drowned an average of 6 students a year. Oh no. That's how the true crime documentary starts. Also, terrible swim coach Rex. No, you can't do that to me. Hey there, JD. We're just talking about foreign languages and getting closer on the piano. I made Elliot believe that I'm working on witchcraft. Oh, I heard the owl is quite good, Holly. I don't know if I should go and pick up the owl again. It now has funny little characters. Oh, nice. Hey, look, Holly, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? And if you needed to use Duolingo to flirt, why not take advantage of that? Hey, noob, how's it going? I haven't seen you in quite a while, everyone. This is Noob. Resident expert over at the Piss Pals. PA alumni extraordinaire. The layout on the bottom is, these are emotes that our good friend Julia Madalena is working on right now, Noob. I'm just showing the current copies of them. We have about 2 or 3 more that I think she wants to work on with me, and they look really cool. I'm super excited to get these out and into mass circulation. And also pay for them. I believe in fairly compensating my artists. I like, one of the things I like about the position that I have now is that there is never a need for me to haggle over things like artist commissions. I didn't believe in that beforehand, but now I definitely have no excuse. Like, if an artist comes to me and says, hey, I can only do this at X price, it's like, okay, well, I either say yes or no. I'm not going to be like, can you do it for 40% less? My personal stakes thing, I want Nicholas in my sandwich, not Nichons. Oh, Nichons. Oh, okay. Well, either way, James, that also is the start to a true crime documentary. The Bean Dice restock on Friday. Hey, if that D&D in a Castle takes off, Holly, I cannot wait to see them. Let's see. Do we have this right? Do we need to make 2 of them? We only need to make 1 of them. What? Well. Alright, your loss. They will be my prized possession. They look great. Now, the one question, Holly, is, are you going to share with the class? Because you know if you bring beans to school, you have to bring enough for everybody. Isn't that the law in Britain? I am actually excited to go up to the UK at some point. Just because so far all it has been is a pass-through destination to somewhere else. And my experience of the UK is just Heathrow Airport and the different shops that are inside. I have not been able to get out and about. My parents are actually going to go to London here, not super soon, but relatively soon. They just casually messaged me and said, oh yeah, hey, we're gonna go on this Norwegian fjord cruise. And I was like, oh, okay, wow, thanks for not inviting me. But I was also like, you two go have a good time. So I was like, okay, I obviously need to go at some point. And I was thinking sometime next year. I have a friend who recently went. He studied in Edinburgh for a while, so he got to go back up there again early or mid-September. I can't remember, but he was there for a bit. The other part is actually necessary. Hold on, where'd it go? Ruh-roh. Oh, there it is. Nope, don't have to worry about that. Neither is the good part of the UK. Yeah, I heard London is okay. I just heard London is very expensive from people who've lived there. Like, I feel like I want to do some of the touristy things. Like, I want to go to Stonehenge. I would really like to go to Stratford. I don't know, because what can I say? I'm a Shakespeare simp. Shakespeare is absolutely formative for the English language. I would like to go. I can't remember which city in the north it is. I want to say it's York. Has like something like the best preserved old medieval town. It's one of those. It's one of the big northern cities. It's like, okay, I want to go walk that. Like, I want to go to Salisbury Cathedral, and Canterbury too. I want to go see things. I want to go see a moor. And see what this whole thing is about, that, you know, with Sherlock Holmes in one of his stories. Okay, what is that? Why do I only have one of those? Excuse you. Why do I only have one of those? That's uncalled for. I just missed the other one? Oh my goodness. We'll work on that in just a second. Okay. Where'd you go in Canada, noob? I'm a little curious now. Oh, Harrogate. Okay, that's interesting. This and this. I'm like, do I need the rest of that? And now I'm looking at it going, apparently I do. The question is, where did the other red piece go? Great question, Carl. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, it rolled off. That's why. I was like, I'm pretty sure that they only give you enough pieces in order to build this thing, with some slight extras. I've heard Brighton is fun. And I don't have to worry about car travel. I've driven on the wrong side of the road before. See, I did not think Calgary was too bad. I thought Calgary was fine. I think some people are just like, oh, it's just an oil town, but actually, I thought it was fine. I thought Calgary was fine. I didn't get to stay there a whole lot, but when I was there, I was like, well, you know. Oh, Brighton is where all the UK influencers and YouTubers live. So is it like a Los Angeles then? Like mini Hollywood? Just like, instead of partying on the beaches of LA, you party on the beaches in Brighton? Interesting. Okay. Between that and London, yeah, I could see that. And then, of course, I want to go up to Scotland. My actual last name is Scottish, although that is the only part of me that is Scottish. I come from a very, very traditionally German-Czech ancestry. My Scottish last name is the only thing that's really Scottish about me, but I just find that it's kind of funny that I can actually trace the origin of that name to the lowlands of Scotland. I think it's like the southwestern side? They settled in Ulster at some point, so the family myth is that we're Scotch-Irish, which I guess is true, but I don't know. Americans have a whole thing with with family lineage and ancestry because, you know, we only have 200 years of history, quote unquote. Uh-oh. Is that not supposed to happen? Oopsie. Ah, nope. That's exactly how it's supposed to happen. Great. Okay. This is the stand for the quote-unquote sheet music. Okay. Yeah, when I went to Iceland, that was Holly. That was really much in stark relief. It was like, oh, you know, we just have this ship in here that's 1,000 years old, and I go, 1,000 years ago, the country known as the United States of America did not exist. It's just super, super interesting. Okay, so this sits on top of the piano. Somehow. We'll figure it out. Okay. Nope. We'll figure it out right now. Okay. Here comes the piano again. This chunky lad. How does it want me to do that? No, no, no. I had it exactly right. Okay. Yeah, but where do you want me to fit said chunkiness? Wants chunk to go here. Okay. Okay, well then, why don't you chunk over on this side? Hello? Snap together. I am no longer asking. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Exactly as I planned. Yeah. And that's the main thing what I like about Europe. I mean, Rome was very much the same thing too. It didn't really crystallize for me at the time, but now I look back and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, snap together. This is a threat. Oh, Elliot, it actually does work. You're asking about the pedal? I finally understand what the pedal is for. So if I push the pedal down here, it moves these, moves all these little bitty lids up here. Like if you were to actually push the pedal. That is a really, really cool little, like, again with these like Lego idea sets, they all have cool little details in them that are just incredible. I love them a whole lot. Let's see. I've got about 22 minutes. I don't know if I can speed run this. Yeah, the mutes, that's what they're called. Thank you, Noob. I was struggling to remember what they're called. I don't know if I'll be able to build this in time, but we can certainly make an effort. And then, Sauce, James, I am conscious of the time, so that's why I wanted to start a little bit early today. Oh, Holly, I am so glad you asked. I actually, in fact, had both breakfast and lunch. Two gold stars for me? Yay! Also called dampers. Okay, that's useful for me to know, Noob. Thank you. Because I'd totally forgotten. And I should probably know this if I am going to, in fact, inherit that grand piano. I'm sorry, not the grand piano, the player piano. There's a marked and distinct difference between those two terms. let's see. Having us build up brick by brick. Literally brick by brick. Okay. We have these right here. Where are the singles? Oh, they're over here. I don't have to look far for the singles. I'm in a room with one. Hey, oh, uh-oh. I'm fine. Don't worry about me, I'll be okay. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Nice thing about work picking up is that now that I have all sorts of responsibilities, I can pretend that I'm busy all the time. So now I can just book off segments of my calendar, flag myself as busy, and then everyone will be like, yeah, sure, that makes total sense. Because now no one will question it. They'll just be like, yeah, like, that makes sense. And that's a very empowering feeling. It's just like a, yeah, you know, I've worked so hard already today. I'm just going to mark myself as do not disturb for the next 3 hours. Or, you know, I may book myself 15 minutes to actually sit down and eat lunch. On the days that I decide that maybe a salad for lunch would be a good thing. Although, I do have to remind myself that it's sometimes a little funny that way back in college when I was... there was a moment where I was like, hey, maybe I should work out a little bit more and take better care of myself. Listen, you don't always have all the facets of your life together. So if you have, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 that are good and you drop the ball on one, that's fine. So I was, at the time, talking with my great college friend, and I was telling her, you know, hey, I'm thinking of working out, maybe I should change what I eat, and she sort of looked at me and goes, yeah, you really do, and I was looking at her like she was crazy, and she was like, looking at the salad that I pulled, and she said, yeah, you're eating what your food should eat. She's like, you need more meat in your diet, and I was like, yeah. But that phrase stuck with me. I just thought it was hilarious. Okay, where did I leave that? Oh, over here. Yeah, exactly, JD. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Like, that's how I should view it. If I have 2 parts of my life together, and one that I'm, you know, working on, that's much more emotionally healthy. Okay. Let's go here. And here we go. All right, we have a swinging door contraption part right here. What sort of wonderful things are we going to run into? Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Let's do this, and then where's the long tubey bit? Is it a long tubey one? No, it's just a... It's just this guy right here. Okay. That's going to do something slightly weird. It wants us to do... Haha. This little part on the hingy bit. All these, you know, very technical, science-backed terms. You know, doohickey and doodad. Let's see. All right. Oh, actually, that just involves these two. That's fine. Oh, actually, you know what? And that scoops up this bit right here. That actually goes over here now. Already getting rid of one of those, that's great. Also cooking a little bit more. I think on Friday I've decided I'm going to make myself the this Scottish macaroni pie recipe that Telp sent me a month or two ago. And I bought all the ingredients, and they're just sitting in the fridge. Well, the cheese is, so I just thought, I think I want to actually make these and see what they're like. Yes, Holly, I'm going to take the plunge. I finally just thought, why not? Yeah, I don't have pie tins though, so I have like what are they called? Ramekins? They're, you know, that. So I'll mold them into shape. I do have parchment paper and string, so I can tie them together if necessary. Okay, ramekins will work, yeah. I was just reading that specific recipe, and it's like, you'll want some tins, and I look at it and I go, I actually don't know if I can find tins anywhere near me. Like I searched the store and I was like, pie tins? Pie tins? Tins? And they were like, meh. A really weird and very rare miss for HEB, actually. Because normally they have everything under heaven. Let's see. Can we do this? Yes, we can. Need one of those to go over here. Actually, folding it like this makes sense. Okay. Nope. That's the wrong slice. I am looking forward to it. Because I have made my own, I've made my own mac and cheese before. Although I'm lazy enough to where I just use the box mac and cheese. Because honestly, the box mac and cheese, for most of life's purposes, will get you like 90-95% of the way there. I just do the thing where I double the stated recipe for... let's see, what is it? Butter and milk. So much better. Exactly. If it's cheesy, it's good. I've started doing this thing where I will buy brie, and then I'll also buy they're these peanut butter filled pretzels. And I will just essentially just like take a little cut of the brie, put it on top of the peanut butter pretzel, and eat it, and it is really good. Oh, loaded potatoes sound amazing, Holly. Then it wants us to do 2 of those, really? Or are they half ones? I think they're half ones right here. Yeah. Half ones. And one for there, one for here. Okay, so. Okay. Oh, perfect. Ooh. See, just hearing about that, it sounds like it smelled real. It sounds like it smelled really, really good. I make a really, really good like grilled fish, and every single time I make it, because my standard go-to recipe is, let's see, in the pan. So, you know, olive oil, fish in the pan, grill it up nice and good, and then once I flip it over, because I cook it the flesh side first, and then I flip it over for the skin. And that's when I put in garlic, a white wine, a lemon juice, lemon zest, and then occasionally I may sweeten it up every now and again. Like I once did a little bit of like an apple extract, and that was quite good. It was just this really, really rich combination of flavors, and now I'm thinking about it. I'm endlessly thinking about it. Evening, Whitefire. We are clipping along at a good pace. We'll be finishing here, not soon, but pretty soon. We've had a whole bunch of discussions. We've had talks about foreign languages and learning interesting new facts. Thank you for giving the shout out. I presume that was JD. We've had a very wide-ranging discussion. We've had friends come in, had, of course, James R. Gurney's been around, and Sauce, and Noob, good friend from PAX, who has been a good guru to me, Sauce, Rex, of course, Holly. We've had a smorgasbord of people arrive. Elliot as well, who saw the witchcraft of the piano actually in operation. And we've just had a nice, chill Wednesday build. That's prime goblin Holly to you. So, long piece, mare, short piece. Okay. Right, and then it's here, here, and it's there, indentation, long. Okay, so now this is very formulaic. Yeah, we will get this part, but we're building this little wall right here, which I'm assuming forms the top of the piano. Like, this has to be the top of the piano here. 1, 2, 3, and then we need one of these. Okay. So we have, let's see, here, here, here. All right. Here. Then we need a chunky piece. Here. And we need less chunky and then small piece. Uh-oh. Almost trapped my finger in there. All right. Still clipping right along. Here, here, long piece. All right. Then we have some more of these. Looks like we will have 1 or 2 more. Okay. Here, here. Here, here. Like an old-timey film. There we go. Okay, here. There we go. All right. We are, I think, rapidly approaching the time where I can... Actually, you know what? No, I can do that right now. Yeah. It's time to spew them all over. There we go. We're in a good spot. Got just a couple more layers left, and then this will be done. So, Sauce and James, I should be able to hop off here pretty soon. And get myself ready. Yes, and then I can embrace chaos, as Whitefire is so eloquently pointed out. I do admit, Holly, there was a section there where I had to stop and actually think, wait a minute, did I just lie and tell Holly that I ate and I didn't actually have lunch? I did. There was a chicken that I had cooked yesterday, and a fried rice. My day was so busy I almost forgot that I took time to sit down and eat. Listen, Holly, I wouldn't even believe myself if I lied to you like that. I would be stunned. Stunned, I tell you. Let's see. Ha! Alright. That's cool. Let's see if we can... do this. Is that 3 layers? That is 3 layers. Okay. So I'm not crazy. Alright. It's just very unusual. And the reason I say it's very unusual is that usually I do not have this many leftover pieces. Which is why I normally find this so odd. I'm just checking to make sure that I have this all down pat. Yeah! I have this many leftover pieces. Hey, Underdog, I think we are. I'm just building a flap, and we did build the flap, which goes on top of the piano, so I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to take all these leftover pieces. This is unusual for a bag to have this many leftover pieces, but I've just checked all the steps, and I've done them all, so if the piano collapses, blame Elliot. So with that, we've gotten super far. We have 3 more bags to go. 19, 20, and 21. So we're going to be in a good spot for Friday. This is how much of this thing we have left after this clearing this monstrosity, which lands on my desk with a thud. So, as a reminder, that's what it does. All right. With that being said, I think we're going to end there on a high note. So, thank you all for watching this slightly condensed version of the stream. We are super close. Come join me on Friday as we finish this piano and instill witchcraft within my household with how well it moves and speaks and talks. With that being said, you can follow me at Tyrannosaurus on Twitch and Twitter. And the word of the day, I love this, is umpteenth. Dictionary.com says that the word of the day is umpteenth, which is of an indefinitely large number in succession. So, for the umpteenth time, I will tell all of y'all to, like and follow this content if you enjoy it. Be kind and be well. I am going to possibly send you to someone who's streaming. How do we feel about Kratos? We'll go give Kratos a nice rate, because he's playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Alright, everybody. Thank you for coming out. And y'all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you on Friday. See you then, everybody. Bye.